Hey, welcome to the show. Soul Covers here. We are back. It is Thursday, the 28th of August. Unable to make it 4 straight winning days. As you can see, the red on my screen, Vegas just continue the amazing winning streak. We really loved the Atlanta Dream in that spot. We secured an unbelievable price on them as well, but they did not get home. That's unfortunate, and now it's crunch time here in August. Today is going to determine whether we have a winning August. We've got 3 days left, so we've got two positions locked in. Make sure you go follow me on Twitter, like the video, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want me to have a winning month. Let me know if you don't want me to have a winning month. Like I said, got two positions locked in. We've got one bet that I do not think you'll be able to get before at any time before pre-game. If you do want to get my bets as I place them, make sure you go check out EdgeZone. There is a link to the EdgeZone in the description. Make sure you use that link as it directly supports me as well. So love to see that. Let's hop into the slate. We've got three games on the card, starting with the Washington Mystics in New York playing the Liberty. So we see the spread open at 13.5, and we played Washington plus open at 13. We picked up a 13.5. Now I make it Liberty minus 7.5. Part of that number, well, a lot of that number has stretches without Brianna Stewart, stretches without Jonquel Jones. Stewie still probably going to be on a light minutes restriction, maybe around that 25 range. She played 20 minutes last game, but we look at this Mystics team and they continue to fight. Like, yes, they certainly don't want to win games. Like, they're not going to win this game. But I don't mind grabbing this big spread. Like, you're really paying premium price to back this Liberty team. Yes, they're fully healthy, although Natasha Cloud is questionable for this one. She may play. She's dealing with a nose injury, so I don't have any feel for whether she will play or not. But yeah, we are on the Mystics plus 13.5. Got that down for 1.5 units. 12.5 is widely available. I don't mind that. If you are coming to the slate with nothing, you do have the gift of time. You don't need to be going and rushing to play this. Obviously, take into account your own schedule, how serious you are, whether you want to be looking to see if the sharp books move this line at all. I mean, we see Circa at 13. Rest of the market's at 12.5. We see Bet Online at 12. And we see, let's see what Pinnacle is at. We see Pinnacle at 12.5. So you have the opportunity to wait. And yeah, we do like the Mystics to at least keep this one somewhat competitive. Maybe lose by 6, 7, 8 points. That would be ideal. Look at the total. We saw it open at 163. It is still there at 163. We see some 163.5s. We do see 162.5 minus 115. We do see 162 at Bet Online. Wow. My numbers do support the over in this matchup. I have not played it as of yet. Just gonna wait on that market information to tell me to play the over. It seems like it's been a bit up and down. We do see this Mystics team, second best under team in the league. Liberty, fastest paced team in the league. They're a great offensive team, now bringing back Stewie, but she's also important for their defense. Like, they can just run out this death lineup where they're playing Sabrina, Stewie, Emma Miesemann, Jonquel Jones. If Natasha Cloud is there, they can throw her in. They can throw Kennedy Burke in, Marine Johannes. So they're all of a sudden looking pretty nasty, and this is not a team you would want to be running into in the playoffs, and they're certainly a team that you know, could start to build some momentum heading into the playoff run. Only a few games left. And yeah, we'll wait on the over, but that is the direction I would like to take. Let's move on to the Seattle Storm playing in Minnesota. This is a big spread, but, you know, for good reason. For good reason. We saw it open at 8. We even saw some 7.5s appear. I wish I got that. And yeah, you know, at 8, I would, yeah, taking that Lynx -8, seeing now at 9.5, that would have been a great ticket. We did not get that. We see this Storm team, one of the most disappointing teams in the league, worst team in the league against the spread. I mean, look, I've got nothing on this spread. This is just, you're really asking a lot here to back the Lynx to win this by double digits against this Storm team. Like, they're fighting. They want to finish as high as possible. They do have a little bit of revenge. They lost to Minnesota last time out in Seattle without Nafisa Collier. Where I do have some action here is on the under. I picked up under 164.5, got that down for 1.5 units. I've got this at 160, so absolutely going to grab the under here. And yeah, this one's been interesting. Like, we saw some books open at 163.5. Market consensus is around 164. But basically just met in the middle. We have not really seen any sharp movement. Circa has just stayed at 164.5. We've saw Bet Online 164, 165, 164.5. So not much there in terms of movement, but I would not be surprised to see a late push towards the under as we get closer to tip off. So this is one where I absolutely would go and play it under 164.5. You can get that here at Bet 365. And yeah, we have the slowest pace team here in the Minnesota Lynx, best defense in the league. Seattle's defense has been slipping. It's definitely slipped since the All-Star break. However, I do like the spot for them coming off a game where they lost by 20 to an undermanned Fever team, gave up 95 points to an injured Fever team. So I do like the under here. You can go grab that right now as well. Last game on the card is the Chicago Sky playing in Phoenix against the Mercury. We saw this open at 12.5. It is now at 12. I make this Mercury -15. -15, we'll go with that. We see, yeah, most of the market going from 12.5 to 12. So a bit of Sky action entering the market. I understand that. Like, they've got Angel Reese back. They have one of the worst records in the league. They certainly don't need to start tanking per se. Like, they're gonna lose games whether they try, whether they tank. But yeah, the Mercury is definitely the side I would want in this game. But given the back and forth action, I have not taken them as of yet. Maybe we will jump on them late if we start to see the market creep towards them like that. Looking at the total, we saw it open at 162.5. It is now 164. We saw Circa move from 162.5 to 164. We see the entire market at that 164 range. So a bit of overaction entering the market. I understand that. The Mercury have been a team that they just continue to take action towards the over. Pretty much every game they're taking action towards the over. That's something you've got to store in your back pocket and just take the over. Did I do that? No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm going through a bit of a busy stretch for myself in my professional life, so some of these opening markets I'm not going to be able to get to. We're going to have to start attacking these markets a bit later, once they're settled a bit more, but we will do our best. Let's get into our best bets for the show, where we've got 2 of them. And yeah, like I said, this day, Thursday, 28th of August, this decides whether we have a winning August. We go 2-0, we're right back in the driver's seat. If we go 0-2, we're not having a winning August. August. If we go 1-1, it's going to be pretty challenging to have a winning August. So we really need to go 2-0. This is not one of those days where we've just crushed the market. 4 straight days of crushing the market. Today we haven't really done that. I mean, Mystics plus 13.5. I don't expect that number to pop back up. Maybe if Natasha Cloud gets ruled in, maybe it goes to 13.5, but maybe it goes to 13. I'm not really sure how I would price Cloud to the Liberty. Obviously, she's important, starting point guard, but they're also a very deep team. This game has priced her as questionable anyways, so maybe we'll see it get back to 13.5, maybe not. The risk is in our favor though. And yeah, you can also go grab Storm at Lynx under 164.5. That is widely available. You can get it at -110 as well. I would go and play that. And yeah, down 3 units for August. Have a great opportunity, as we always do, to claw back to break even. That's what we're looking for. Until next time, let's get the book salty!